Throw Gang, we are joined by Bullet at China Shop, Lauren Schlossman. I think you broke all my art. That is admittedly laying on the ground.
I didn't break anything.
Yeah. It's
Motherfucker.
Broken frames, rather. And myself, the PCR czar, James Harris. My nose still itching. Welcome to the weekly Running the Boys with today's full episode, only available on patreon.com/throwing-fits. Lawrence, how was your, I assume, very hungover week?
Yeah, I might still be hungover
From Sunday night?
from our big weekend. I mean, I also went out last night for Libby's birthday.
Oh, for a birthday party.
Yeah, but
With your wife.
It also ended up, but like, so here's the thing, right? Normally, if my wife and I are partying, it's gonna be, and I've talked about this before, it's a day partying situation.
Yeah, starts at brunch.
Yeah, we're gonna be in bed early.
Mimosas.
But like last night, we're like with some friends, but like it's a different crew for our friend's birthday, and like for her, and I was fine. I mean, like me, I can stay up till all the wee hours of the morn.
From dusk till dawn.
Yeah, basically. But, like, we were chilling.
From Dusty Caesar till dawn.
We were chilling till midnight. And, for Jenna, that was a lot. But I actually, you know what? We were so drunk that I was letting some people paint my nails.
Oh, yeah?
And I was thinking about, like, going.
On your fucking Sam Hines shit?
Yeah, just rebranding as a 34-year-old bisexual podcaster with BPD or some shit. But I took it off this morning, but
Cringe.
I was kind of... I didn't know if so fucking quirked. It was like lilac, and in my mind I was like, oh, maybe it'll be like with like a purple thing with a pot shorts, but it just didn't really jive, so I removed it. But I was working with.
Was it like real nail polish? Like you had to use hair and shit?
And what was weird is that I had gotten a nail, but I can't remember the company, or actually I now I remember, but I'm not gonna say. They had sent me like this male nail polish.
Little Yachty's thing?
No, but I guess like they're doing the same thing.
Okay.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to try this because it was green. It was my favorite color. And the quality was just so bad that I had to end up going with the professional female shit, the lilac. There was another pink situation. Yeah. It was whatever. Anyway.
You love a good nair huff, not going to lie.
You never paint your nails or anything, right?
No. I've been like, this sounds so stupid to say out loud, and I am trying to save it for content, and we are going to get into the fact that, being like 34, 35, whatever.
Whatever means it sucks.
It sucks, but also like getting my ear pierced.
Yeah, I think you should.
But I want to do it. I want to do it as a video thing. So studs, whatever, any like other cool fucking earring.
Are there any other cool earring?
Body mod company out there that wants to fucking
cool body
sponsor
mod
us?
Is an oxymoron. I
yeah.
think.
What about those guys? What about those guys that they did the third arm? Those twins. It was a hoax, but
wait, what are you talking about?
So there's this
third arm. I'm thinking of Wilt the Stilt. That'll be
third leg.
You'll know that next week.
Yeah.
No, we're not there yet.
Wilt Chamberlain is our guest next week.
He's dead as hell, right?
Yeah,
for sure.
For like 20 years or something.
R.I.P. You dead bitch. Congrats on all the fucking.
Yeah, 20,000.
Wait, what was the third arm? What are you talking about?
All right, so it ended up being a hoax, but a lot of people believed it. There were these two twins,
yep,
and they were medical students, and apparently, I don't know if this part's true or not. There's this whole like subculture of medical students that are like into like corpse play and like body mod shit, body moddy,
yeah,
and just like biohacking,
corpse
right?
Play,
yeah, good episode title. Corpse play.
Damn. Okay. All right.
But
continue.
like biohacking, right? And so this was, I don't know, like the 2000s, like kind of like Matrix rave era, and this article went out where these two twins started experimenting, where one of them like chopped off half of his pinky and attached it to the other's hand
to see if it would
as a sixth finger, and it like reattached and like he could like feel it and move it a little bit, and then they claimed that one of them got their arm amputated and attached to like the body, like their armpit, like under their real arm.
What the
and
fuck?
that like it just hung there.
Sure.
They never like got any sensation in it. And a lot of people believe this.
But this is fake.
It ended up being a hoax. The figure stuff might have been real. I don't know.
Damn. This reminds me of, obviously, you're not a cinephile, but this is now the second week in a row that I'll talk about a Cronenberg movie, but Dead Ringers, where Jeremy Irons plays two twin medical students, and it is about like just weird. It is, well, it's Cronenberg, so it's body horror, but so that people believed that?
Yeah. For a long time.
They believed that he just had one guy. They believed that
Just
one
had a fucking
dude
arm that, like,
sacrificed his
sticks on.
arm and
Yeah.
gave it to his bro, and then it was just a fucking check out my dead ass arm.
Yeah.
That is fake as fuck, bro. But I guess it was the 2000s.
Yeah, it was one. It was
99.
Like, rotten.com type era, like that type of shit.
Shout out rotten.com.
What were those tapes where you could like see people die?
Snuff films?
No, like there was a brand.
That's what the Kanye
There's
live
a brand.
stream.
There's a brand.
Faces of Death.
Yes. That
Also,
era.
also a good episode title. What were we talking about? Oh, right. So you want to get your ear pierced?
Yeah.
So I wouldn't do that with you, which I know is like a bummer because the whole thing is like Jimmy and Larry,
Well, you
or we
don't
want it to be to do. But Jenna would kill me because dude, I'm such a fucking loser who wants to be young. And again, like you said, we're gonna broach this topic quite extensively for like the 8th week in a row because it is, I guess. Well, we talk about it. Being old is just a state of mind, and it sucks. But I don't think that she would. Like, it wouldn't even be remotely acceptable in her mind, and it would be a whole problem. So I couldn't do it.
See,
but I would want
I disagree. Like, she and I will occasionally DM. I'll like reply to her stories, the stories that you claim to watch, but don't.
How
just
sweet of
fucking
you.
tap through. Oh, we are in front of the paywall.
It's funny that you said that because after that happened, this was literally last week, right? Or 2 weeks ago when I was like, hold on, you got to give me 5 minutes. Because when I leave, let me back up. When I leave the house to do this kind of shit, Jenna's like, Mama's all alone. Mama's going out. Which
Mama's
for her,
about to pop up some mama juice.
right? Which for her is just like some 100 series sequence story about whatever.
It's like a human centipede.
Right, exactly. And I told you that I need to. Not only does it need to appear that I've watched them, but we're going to talk about it later. So I have to be like paying some level of attention. But I was already forthcoming with her in this respect because I was like, this is funny. You'll find this. You'll appreciate this. James and I talked about this. So
yeah,
I do watch.
Do you?
Half, like partly, because again, it's gonna.
You watch her story.
I'm gonna be quizzed on it later.
Really? She's like, what do you think of my?
No, just be like, whatever. Did you find my joke funny or whatever, man? Women need attention.
She was like
Some
doing
more
something
than
about
others.
tattoos and something like I was like, what about Lawrence and the tattoo? And she's like, Jewish funeral type.
Yeah.
Making fun of the fact that
she just got a new tattoo, and
which I think is that she would be okay with that, but you are the one that is like, I can't get a
but
tattoo.
tattoos and piercings are totally different. Like she doesn't have a ton of tattoos. She probably has more than you, but she just got one. She's getting another one on Friday the 13th, which is next Friday.
Oh, because they're free.
Because
like
there's a bunch of deals. And I'm going to be seeing Louis C.K. live.
Are you serious?
Which my boy and I bought tickets, and I will say that he's actually the second worst person I've seen at the Hulu Theater where Versus was, which we'll talk about next week with our guests. I won't spoil, but that not MSG proper, but Louis is the second worst person I've seen in the Hulu Theater because Jen and I also in 2012 went to see Robert Kelly live in the Hulu Theater.
Oh wow!
But
But sell out the whole arena.
No. Well, I guess not. Right? It was but that was packed. And it was like a concert / like party. There's like he was bringing a lot of chicks up on stage. There was a bar on the stage where like they were like you could hang out at like if you were like approved.
If you're under 21.
if you could show not like you showed your high school library card like a Vax card, you could get on stage for the R. Kelly bar. Anyway,
So your wife would be anti you piercing, even though piercing you could do it and then just like remove it and it would heal up.
I
again.
think she would see that as literally what you're talking, like why you want to do it, which is like to like this obvious cry for help as like not a midlife crisis, but like
yeah, but you do see
a
and this is gonna be
geriatric millennial cry for help.
Also lame to say out loud. I do think that when there are like older dudes that pull it off, like Bourdain comes to mind, right? You see like these older guys in their like 40s and 50s where they have like a little hoop or some shit and just like that guy
is that what
was
is
kinda
in your mind's eye when you envision your piercing, you would go like small hoop?
I think it could be an option. I don't know. I'll have to see.
Yeah.
You know what I don't want to do is have like hoops in the brim of my hat. Like talk about the fucking 2000s rave era.
That's like definitely Demna has hats. Like
Yeah.
Balenciaga
He
sells
does.
for
He
sure hats
definitely
today.
does. Yeah.
No, the tattoo thing, would drive my parents fucking bonkers. So
Just hide it for the rest of your
probably.
life. Until you die.
I mean, you talked about this recently, but yeah, I could probably hide it, but I don't know. It's like seems like for me, I like the idea of tattoos.
You told me once that you wanted to get a full sleeve.
Did I?
Like Nick Wooster. You said that. This was like peak hashtag menswear.
It was a different time, guys.
I think it was when we were at
It was a
BPMW.
different time.
And you're like, yeah, I think we're gonna get a sleeve, like probably down to like maybe like halfway down the forearm.
Damn, I'm
maybe to
laughing
the
because
wrist.
I definitely was like, I probably said this is fucking embarrassing. Anyway, all right. So if you want James to get if you want Jimmy, we're not there. If you want Jimmy,
like this Patreon post. If you want me to get, if we get 100 likes on the Patreon post,
no way, not gonna
I will
happen.
get my ear pierced.
Damn, then I have to do it too. We got it.
Okay, if we get 100
Bro, it's gonna
likes,
our Patreon engagement is not great. People listen to this in the feed on iTunes.
go to patreon.com/throwingfits. As I mentioned above, Chef, keep this in preview. And if we get 100 likes on the Patreon post, can you like it if you're not a patron?
No.
Lawrence and I will get our ears pierced by Mr. and Mrs. Studs themselves.
Yeah, I'll do a small hoop and see if I like it.
Small hoop.
Yeah, and I feel like for me, I'm like a little bit of a glutton.
Eyebrow. You should.
But I'm a glutton for punishment. I think I would like the pain, which is also what I'm afraid about with tattoos, where I maybe would get, I would become addicted to the pain. The
pain is fun.
And I would get that full sleep.
Do it,
anyway, let's do a fucking fit check. Or wait, so you're not hungover? You feel great.
Yeah, I feel
We
good.
had a huge weekend, but yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do. You want to start us off, buddy?
Sure. I got the Versace's on the feet. I got the motherfucking. Quite possibly, by the time that this recording ends, the most successful pod shorts to date. Color-wise.
In terms of specific SKU. Yeah, for sure. I think they might already be. Is that what Riley was saying? I don't remember.
Yes.
I think it's already.
Sure.
I think it's
Absolutely,
already
yeah.
number one. Yeah.
Yeah. They may have even like doubled. Anyway, we'll get into the fucking pod shorts later. Post Imperial shirt up top. Yo, shout out Post Imperial.
Great
Happy
brand.
That everyone is finally paying attention after I've been wearing them for, I don't know.
I finally
2
met that
years
guy
now.
when we because yesterday, we did our second kind of Stofa private sale for the edition 4 shades. I met the Post Imperial guy, and I feel bad 'cause I'm forgetting his name, but I met him at the Stofa office.
He's great.
Recently. Oh, great fucking dude.
Comes from the. I mean, he wasn't like he's not part of the Nepenthes family, but he like.
Right.
His ties were first. I think his first big client when he was a tie salesman, a la Ralph Lifshitz. Daiki Suzuki was the first one to kind of be like to recognize the potential.
Sure.
And that's where I first saw Post Imperial clothing.
Oh, is that
was at the
Nepenthes?
Nepenthes Friends and Family sale?
Would that
Crazy
guy
green pants
has
I
he
have.
done corporate dunce?
He did Blammo.
Oh, he did Blammo. Okay,
Yeah.
so we could have him on if we want
Yeah,
to.
for sure.
I think him and his wife or his girl, I forget. He told me they were like out of the city, but he said he comes back a lot, so maybe we can book his ass. Anyway.
Great brand.
Yeah, awesome
Go
brand.
compliment Mr. Porter. No man walks alone, or on postimperial.com. And then Hanes boxers. Oh, and then a hat by Jam, a designer that also designs assets for like small indie bands that put out CDs or some shit.
That make podcasts.
Yeah, bands that put out CDs.
Yeah.
is his main clientele.
Shout out Sam. Okay.
Lawrence.
I wore camion boots to the crib. I have on Nike socks, and then I know I spent like a half an hour last week. What are you doing? Is this how uninterested you are in when I do my fit check that you're just?
No, I'm just trying to provide some visual entertainment for the $10 and up.
Okay, all right. You
tiers.
you want to do that? Well, why don't you take a little nap while I do?
Are you going to talk about white pants for? Oh. Can't snore.
Damn,
I can only-
dude. You
only like a
what?
little
You
piggy.
snorted like 100 times fucking last episode. It was pretty fun. You can do one now.
Oh, that's my little piggy.
You want to do it? Do it.
My piggy?
It's good every time. Anyway, last
No one
week,
gift that.
Last week I talked extensively about influence and not shying away from him. We talked about Sambas, and I talked about Jeremy and his kind of ethos around this and how I agree with him. So, on Isaac Hinden Miller's recommendation, friend of the
On his
pod,
TikTok
guest of
or
the pod.
on his episode?
Well, he talked about it on the episode, and he recently did like a TikTok about Wrangler cowboy cut jeans specifically.
Yeah.
Clearly to get free Wrangler jeans. Like, he tagged the brand and...
Well, they're
What
so
are you
cheap anyway.
doing?
I'm turning the light on.
Oh, okay. All right. So anyway, I'm not as I've said, I'm not above influence. He looks fucking great. He's wearing them with camion boots, which obviously everyone knows who listens to this show. I've been wearing fucking nonstop all summer long. So I got the Wrangler.
What's the Cowboy
cut.
Coffee tagline? Wrangler butts make the girls go nuts.
The Cowboy Coffee?
Cowboy Coffee. What did I say?
He said Cowboy Coffee.
Yeah, Cowboy
mean-
Coffee.
What is there?
Fulio's thing.
Oh, and
Wrangler
Austin?
butts make the girls go nuts.
Oh shit, yeah. He also kind of like hit me up, being like when I posted like my little
Being like you
purchase,
stole my swagger.
and I was like, I think this town is big enough for the both of us, bro. I think it's like,
oh, whoa, was he like fucking dick checking
and,
you?
and the reason
Was it like check-in partner?
I think it was a little bit, and the reason that I want to focus on my new Wrangler cowboy cut jeans is because the response that I got across the board, either people swearing by these jeans like Isaac, like this is all I
Right.
wear, even though I guess you and I, what are your go-to jeans? I'm 501s, typically Levi, vintage, if possible.
Unfortunately, my APCs, I think they're petite standards
They
that
are.
I've had for like 10 years
They're
now.
great. They look
right? They're
beautiful.
kind of falling apart in the best way possible. And then Legace dad jeans and Legace black jeans and
Drake's jeans
the
are
Drake's
good.
jeans are good. And then some Levi's 501s.
Yeah. So anyway, a lot of people were like, "These are the ones I swear by." And then there was another side of the coin, the flip side.
Like these suck.
No. People are like really interested in wanting to tap in, but I guess there's some like sizing misinformation online where some people like go up 2 waist sizes or whatever. Which is, I'm here to say that in my experience, there's a little bit of a service element behind the paywall. But I am like a true 33, and I got a 34, so I went up like one size, not two sizes.
Okay.
And they fit perfect. So
always size up versus sizing down, right?
I mean,
If you're not in
that's
the
what we say with the fucking pod shorts. That to me is always
pod shorts. We say size down.
Though I guess some people wanna do it the reverse so that like
So
it
pod
gives
shorts
them
are an elastic waist. Like you're gonna be fine if you're in the fucking neighborhood. If you're small, yeah. Anyway.
But some people want motivation, I think, to like maybe like lose that remaining 5 pounds to like
fit in a pair of elastic shorts.
To fit in some Wrangler butts, maybe not an elastic short. I'm just saying.
They do make the girls go nuts.
But anyway, I'm very happy with them. I couldn't recommend them more highly. Also, by the way, I guess they're selling out on like Wrangler, and not that I would want to buy them on Amazon. So I like literally, and this is one of the best parts about doing blue collar stolen valor is that even if you're fucking stealing the fucking the aesthetic. You can then give money to a place that's called like I don't know, like Rancher's Warehouse. Is like I got them from some like random like or Rider's Warehouse or something. Like it's like
that's like where Kanye goes when he's in Wyoming.
Yes, exactly. So that's always fun to support small businesses like that. And then Hanes Beater,
Wrangler shirts are fire. Not the denim shirts, but like they do like crazy printed shirts like with like southwestern vistas across the whole fucking thing. They have like a category on their site that's like
Chef was working that account. Remember when
and
Lil
I was
Nas
like,
X
yo,
was doing that shit?
he's like, do you guys want some Wrangler? And I was like, let me get all these shirts. And then
Did you never got
it?
Yeah. Shout out Chef. No, Wrangler is a great brand. I love the vintage fucking Western shirts.
Like
obviously.
a rock.
Yeah. And then so Hanes Beater.
Pleaser.
Hanes Pleaser. Stussy Lagucci Hawaiian shirt. My father-in-law's Phillips 66 hat, Rolly on the wrist, still married, and that is a complete fit. Oh, and Hanes, Supreme Hanes boxer briefs.
Right. I did tell someone on a call today that you divorced your wife and are now living in my apartment.
Please.
I think that'd be a great storyline for the content.
For who? Well, I mean,
for the people at home. For the 18 million around the world.
If that happened, and then we still did the $20,000 episode, oh my god!
Oh my goodness!
I feel like you might have. I would have to just fucking. I would kill myself.
Yo, I think we're gonna hit that 20,000 goal, Jenna, on the pod.
Before I forget,
before October's up.
You think so? Yeah, probably at this pace. We've been doing pretty well on Patreon. Also, that reminded me that I had. I think I'm gonna tell. We're gonna tell I'm gonna tell an embarrassing story of like being like an old guy at a party and like. Yeah. But I had a moment too where I was talking to one of the Shy's Burger guys.
Alex or Shy?
I was talking to Alex, and I was fucking just hamming it up with him, and somehow I was like, "Yo, listen, dude." I'm just remembering this now. This is very stupid. I was like, "Yo, my plan." I'm like, I want to make $1 million and then kill myself. And then I walked off. And then I think some chick who was like just watching this transpire and also being like, I don't know who this guy is, that guy being me, but I hate him. She was like, oh yeah, that's a good plan. And I was like, oh no. And I was like, yeah, it is. And I was like, oh, what am I doing here?
You're too. See, this is
too
what you have to
aggro,
get.
bro.
I mean, we're going to get into this. First, we're going to talk about the runaway fucking smash hit of the summer.
We don't want to gloat though because we might need to get some information across. I don't know if these will still even be available tomorrow.
They thought it was a drought.
Yeah, they thought it was a drought.
I need my activists to activate.
Yes,
get
sir.
active.
Yes, sir.
Stand up. Stand tall. Stand proud.
Here's the deal. There's not enough at this rate. Just this is real talk. There's not enough purple mesh in America to keep this open for 72 hours. And by the time you hear this, I hope you already got them because we will have graciously probably closed the pre-order, which is something we have never done.
First of all, thank you to everyone that comes.
Yes, of course, obviously.
I guess like what we don't know is we don't know whether it's the color, which Rylan, you're a fucking genius.
Yeah, of course.
For making the Merchman specials. And then go follow my guy, Rylan.Henderson.
Yeah,
Rylan with a Y.
What else would it be?
An I? An AI?
What is he fucking Irish? No, I mean, he might actually be. I don't know.
Henderson?
Yeah. Rylan. That was more Jamaican.
Slap in the face.
For both of us. The Irie vibe.
The Irish vibes. Ponder Rylan.
Irish vibes.
All right, this is getting racist. All fruits ripe.
Oh, I was gonna. We thought we were going out to a Japanese meal tonight, so I got the Sapporo, and I was gonna
go Italian.
But can you do it? Can you say it like
a
Japanese guy?
Dance your fucking monkey dance.
Can I do it? Can we give me permission?
No.
So,
R-word racist.
Anyway.
Okay. What was I saying?
That was us
Shout
being
out
racist.
Rylan. Shout out everyone that bought these. What we don't know is we don't know whether it's the colorway. We don't know whether it's the runaway smash success of the Darty pack, or
Yeah.
sorry, the triple colorway,
The OG.
including the Darty pack, and people had FOMO, or if they're just like, yo, I need to fucking complete the Infinity Stone Gauntlet, right? And cop like.
I'm in too deep.
But now that I know how good they are, especially the V2s, I'm in too deep. I need to fucking cop up. But yeah, so runaway success, and hopefully this time that we ironed out all the wrinkles that occurred last time, which was mainly around the fact that there were like there was a triple colorway.
Yeah,
run.
we didn't realize that like the processing and packaging and shipping out like 3 different SKUs sold as one SKU would like severely delay things.
Well, the fact
which
we're doing
is
one car at a
embarrassing to admit,
time.
but-
So if you got the Darty, our
yeah.
shipping guy had to wait for batch 1, batch 2, and batch 3. Right for you before you could like get your whole fucking Darty pack. So that was kind of like the delay there. But we ironed it out. The fucking Yerples are flying off the shelves, and yes, there's about to be a drought of purple mesh in America.
Yeah, I feel bad because like we do the 72 we do the pre-order, and we obviously we can't have it open forever because we're trying to get these out. But the whole thing is that everyone who wants them will get them. And I hate to admit this will be the one time where that is not true because we just like you said we sold X amount like in an hour. I don't want to like fucking say too much because like I don't want
800.
people. Okay, well there you go. I thought it was more. I thought it was like 1,000 an hour.
No, it was 1,000 pairs in 2.5 hours.
Okay. Anyway, so to James's point, we didn't expect it to like honestly, like you know me, my first pick was green. Your first pick was fucking the burgundy, the fine wines. Like the purple was again from the Mine of Ryland. It just fucking went crazy, and I hope and maybe it won't sell out in one day.
I don't know. It'd be fire if it was because also this is something that we could take.
Yeah.
This is something I would like for it to sell out in a day only because we can go to a brand like we had a call with today where it's like, yo, we sold all the purple mesh shorts in America
in
a day.
Yeah.
And like these are competitive numbers with like
I feel like what did you say earlier?
I feel like Ronnie 5.
I feel like Ronnie. Dude.
Which I drafted I feel like Ronnie and then I deleted it because I was like, whoa, people might think that I like that I feel like I want to fucking kill myself or something. Or like people can take it the wrong way, right? People could take it the wrong way.
Shout out Ronnie.
Sure. Your boy. People could take it the wrong way.
Yeah.
Where it's like feeling like Ronnie Feig in what capacity?
This is rich, bro. He's rich. He's killing.
Yeah, I meant like moving units, but it's like, oh, I feel like Ronnie like fucking scamming these kids with like trash product or some shit.
Jesus Christ. Okay, this is James speaking.
Speaking of
not Lawrence.
Scamming kids with trash product. Let's talk about Kanye West.
Oh yeah, have you? So
it's Donda Day again.
Have you? We're right back to. Wait, was this last week?
Time is a flat circle.
No, it's 2 weeks ago.
Time is a flat circle.
Well, anyway, right back where we are. Have you been watching the Mute live stream? So I tweeted this, but I'll say, let me just double down this. It looks like a fucking terrorist beheading video. That's the vibe. It's insane.
Which is kind of cool. I actually I do fuck with it. I do fuck with it. And like I woke up this morning and I watched all like the clips on like Jupiter's fucking page.
Hidden
did it too. Yeah, I mean they're all one and the same.
Right. All the Zoods were zooding.
All the Zoods are just pulling from the fucking Zood hub.
Yeah. The fits are absurd. He's only wearing Balenciaga, or I guess some Bottega too. But
the crazy technical like tactile pants are Balenciaga. The fucking Hellraiser.
Yeah. The Russian bear hunting fit. Is Balenciaga.
Which is based, it's rubber or latex or something, but it's based off armor that Russian fucking peasants would wear.
Goons.
When they went to goon out on
bunch
the steppe.
Bunch of fucking gooned up fucking Russians to like hunt bears to, I guess, eat them. Because that was the only option.
Would they like try to kill them with the armor?
No, I think the armor was more to. Well, I don't know.
Themselves.
Oh, they weren't like. I don't know if they were like throwing themselves.
Like they were the weapon.
Suicide fucking bear bombers. Like I don't know about that. I think it was more just like if the bear went to fucking take a bite at a crime, maybe it would impale its mouth or something, right? Because they're like spiked up, but whatever.
But he's on his true GIMP core shit. Yeah. With Demna creative directing. Is he creative directing all of Donda or just the merch?
It's definitely the merch. Which what did you think of that? It's like the Jewish.
Bad.
The Jewish star with the cross.
Very bad.
It's like it's like a smock and then soccer jerseys. Which honestly, the jersey shit is kind of cool.
Yeah, but I just wish it didn't say Donda on it.
Yeah.
You know what I
and
mean?
Also, it's like, what does Adidas think about that? That's like what Adidas does. Adidas is football.
Was it football or was it football? Because he was wearing the Hawks jersey with Donda in week 1
right.
of the live stream.
And then he was going to whatever the Atlanta MLS. Remember when he was like
with
fucking
the stocking cap on?
yeah,
It's just
fully
like-
fucking manhuntered out. Shout out Michael Mann. No, I think that like it's a reference to because he's in a stadium, obviously, and I think that was a reference to soccer. Looked to me like a soccer jersey.
Okay.
But not Adidas. Well, maybe it was Adidas. I don't know.
He was tweeting about like the Atlanta Football Club, whatever the fuck they are.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. What are they?
The AFC, the Atlanta Football Club. I don't know. It's some
Okay,
fucking
whatever.
name. Who cares? It's MLS.
The Atlanta Bears. That was like, yo, like
The Atlanta Bear Hunters.
the energy here crazy. Like
Yeah.
he posted that on Instagram. Maybe it's deleted now. I don't know. When he was like in the crowd and like people were just,
Oh,
like,
he
chanting.
deleted all that shit, but that was really funny to see when
Yeah.
he was like just fucking with people.
So
in the
maybe he's now
audience
into
and-
fucking football. And maybe he's like,
Yeah.
Messi's leaving.
I mean,
you
they're
know.
gonna sell a lot of that merch. It was weird. It's weird that it's like there's like smocks, but then there's like jerseys. Like there's no
There's also
cohesion.
t-shirts
But
with like childhood photos of what I assume to be like Donda West on the front.
yeah, I mean, it's cool to see Demna there. I mean, like I guess Demna is also art directing. Like whatever tonight's. Oh, by the way, so we're going to dinner. Are you gonna try to watch like on your phone at dinner?
No.
Damn. Do you think the album will be out at whatever 12:30?
No.
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 I mean, it feels like they're working. I'll say this, right?
Yo,
I
the
don't-
countdown clock, the fucking doomsday clock is at
Yeah.
like 9 right now. Like 9 hours
Yeah.
or whatever the fuck. Yeah, no, like 6 hours right now.
Yeah.
And
They
there's
seem like they're
dudes-
working.
There's dudes hunched over a computer like moving snippets around. Like they are nowhere near done. I'm sorry.
You don't think so?
No.
I feel like
Mike Dean's not even in the fucking room anymore.
well, he was back though. He was
He's
there.
in and out. He's in and out.
He's in and out.
He's got his groms fucking doing the snippage.
Listen, I think it's gonna come out. I really do. I don't know.
Kanye,
Again, I don't think it's gonna be good, but I think it'll be here.
But yeah, the live sleepover.
Yeah.
Yo, what do you think of Kanye working out though?
Well,
Just only upper body.
yo, I will say his pythons look good.
All arms, no
He was
legs.
doing you ever like the perfect push up? You ever have that? It's like the row
Yeah.
invented by a Marine. He was not rotating it though. He's just like kind of his form was bad. Is my point.
His curls were bad too.
Really?
Yeah,
He was bowed out a little bit.
Yeah, you're supposed to like move your elbow back.
It seemed it's weird to me that how old is Kanye? He's 40 plus,
I
right?
don't know, like podcaster age.
And I will say, indie podcaster age. I will say that like his guns look good, but yeah, his form is.
They don't look good when he's just standing there. When he's not lifting weights. When he's lifting weights,
No,
and
I
they're,
would
like,
I would
flexed, yes,
disagree. I would always say he's like me. He's like barrel chested. He's a big
but
guy.
he's not doing
all chest, no legs.
He's not cut.
No,
He
he's
might
not
have, like-
fucking cut.
Yeah. So I'm saying like he doesn't like his muscles don't show when he's just fucking standing.
I guess my thing was like seeing how bad his form was. I was
he's 44.
I was surprised at how like normally I feel like good his upper body looks. Pause.
Normally, yo, I mean, remember those photos? Now we're body shaming Kanye West.
Well, and that's why he like had a lot of fucking anxiety and issues about his body.
Yeah, he definitely had like crazy
He went,
lipo and shit. Remember the
He went on record about all this,
the
and I think it
shirtless
affected
photos
his
of him-
mom.
The shirtless photos of him playing basketball. He just
I
had
don't
like a
remember that.
Tom Cruise type body.
Oh, what is?
Remember?
Oh, what is? Oh, I know what you mean. No, I know exactly what you mean. No, he's barrel chested. I get it, bro. I understand what you're saying. But I will say the body modification thing I also think extended to his mom, because if you remember, the reason his mom died is because no American plastic surgeon was willing to give his mom a boob job, augmentation, whatever. They all advised against it based on, I guess, her what is it, prior medical conditions or whatever.
Yeah.
So she ended up fucking going to Brazil or wherever the fucking some hack doctor to do it, and she ended up dying. Excuse me. So I get it. Runs in the family.
Well, if she didn't die, we wouldn't get Kanye in a gimp suit. So
Yeah, and also all the actual good music that came before.
I get it though. Kanye's on his workout shit. He's trying to fucking navigate the horny summer of all time. I'm on my workout shit. Trying
really
to
are.
fucking. I mean, Kanye is image obsessed. I have recently become image obsessed.
Recently,
Yes.
more so than normal.
Recently understood, and this crazy talk, and this is actually like props to you because like Staircase Larry,
Yeah,
I think was the impetus
really.
for me.
Wavefish Twink Larry.
Is that what they called you?
That's what I
I called you walking up the steps, Larry.
That's what I called myself. at
10,000 steps, Larry.
least. Yeah, that might have been that also might have been 10 pounds ago. I think I kind of we're going a little too hard.
Oh, we're like yo-yoing?
I always yo-yo to some degree.
Okay.
But anyway, so you're welcome, by the way.
I guess
so
whenever
influenced
I
you.
looked at like a fit person or like a jack person or a muscular person, I'm just like, oh, like that's just who they are, right? They didn't like it never like processed my mind
I had to do the work.
that they like did work to like get there. But then when you see
That's
like
dumb.
spending every week with you and people like commenting on your like transformation,
I see.
and you can literally see it week to week.
Right.
You know, scrolling through the fucking boys only fit pics, whatever.
Sure.
Then I'm like, wait a second, you can actually like put in effort into like changing the way you
Make
look.
a positive
and now
change.
that we don't have, I mean, we don't schedule meetings. We schedule meetings early at 11 a.m.
Yeah,
right?
probably. I would say, yeah.
Yeah, so I've been like, I guess like just trying to work out a lot, and I'm fucking limping. Thank God we're a sitting podcast because I had a personal
Sedentary.
trainer session, my fourth one ever.
You're going once a week?
Once a week with my guy Ricky.
Damn, I got to go to one of these. We talked about this a bit.
You should
like,
come.
I really want to.
I fucking had vomit in my mouth yesterday.
Were you in Fort Greene Park? Where you do these?
No,
or
we were in McCarran because like if I do with my homie in Fort Greene, sometimes we'll go to Fort Greene, sometimes we'll like we're gonna alternate.
Gotcha.
But Ricky was like, yeah, bro, like
That's what he talks like. That's
he's like a stoner. He's very chill, which is what I like.
Mm-hmm.
He'll like be like, come on, like one more, like get through, do it, like which I need.
The motivation.
Just a guy there to like hold you accountable. Where it's like, all right,
Sure.
like, do it. Versus like if I'm fucking doing circuits on my own, I'll wait like 15 minutes and like be on my phone.
I would say that's what having a wife is for as well. Because
Really?
sometimes I wake up, she's like, "Get your ass in the stairs, bitch."
Yeah, but then you get to the stairs and then like you have to motivate yourself.
Oh,
to go
I
back
mean,
and
we're
do
just
another
walking.
set,
I
right?
put on a podcast and I just walk up and down the stairs.
Okay.
Sometimes our own.
Where
Sometimes.
are we
content.
going with this? I don't know. The fucking
Where are we? You wrote it down.
did I? I don't even know where it is.
Oh, you're transition slobbing on the fly.
No, I guess it's just like I get it, Kanye. All chest, all arms, no legs.
All chest, no legs. Yeah.
Exactly. Make a smoothie.
Are you and were you doing this? Okay, let me ask you a question. So obviously, like, you understand the transformation takes fucking real effort. What is the actual motivation? You're trying to like look hot for the horniest summer of all time that we've seen to not really come to fruition.
Well,
but like you were trying to get out ahead of it. Like what?
He asked, he's like, yo, like, what do you hope to fucking, is it for like, are you training for something? Is it like, I don't know, general flexibility? Is it whatever? I was like, I just want to look good naked.
General flexibility. Yeah, I'm trying to suck my own dick as a 35-year-old.
No, it really was just like, I would like to look better naked. That's all.
Oh, okay.
And part of it is probably, I don't know. It's probably the fact that you and I are like more on camera than ever before.
That's true.
And having to like get weird about that. I remember during Fashion Bros, I was doing Soul Cycle a bunch.
Really?
Yeah.
I never
And this
took
was
it
like-
seriously being on camera back then, and I should have because I was young and I could have made more improvements than now when I'm older. But damn,
But
I kind of didn't give a fuck.
about how you looked. I tried to get NCV to pay for my Soul Cycle sessions.
Did he? Or
No,
did he, what was he?
fuck no.
He had no interest in that.
Laughed me out the room.
Yeah. No, I guess that in my mind back then, I kind of just was like, I think ignoring the fact that I was like gaining like a lot of weight, or not a lot of weight, but like the fact that I was like in bad shape, and I kind of like was suppressing that and just not even fucking focusing on it. I didn't know that you cared so much back then.
I mean, it wasn't. It was just kind of like it's. Oh, I mean, look, when you're single, it's kind of like always. You never want to like look bad when you're out there,
Right.
I guess like when your face is out there or anything. Which is like fucking every week now, and as we film on my phone, which I forgot to put on Do Not Disturb. I hope nobody calls me right now.
Did that fuck up the recording?
I have no idea.
Oh, whatever.
I tried to put on Do Not Disturb, but I'm not sure if that's gonna fuck up the recording.
Interesting. We'll
Anyway, yes, part of it is like having a lot of time, getting older, understanding that like if you actually do this stuff, it compounds upon itself. Some of it can be fun, like playing tennis with Chef, playing tennis with his roommate Langston, watching TV while I'm on the rowing machine, which is just like 45 minutes, just like watching a show. Just like I just gotta make sure I download it on Netflix first.
Yeah. Wait, are you gonna make so this is clearly becoming a part of your lifestyle, but are you gonna make it a part of your brand? That's the $1 million question. Where you're really you're thinking hard right now.
I thought it'd be funny because like I think it's really funny how people make health and wellness like very like pretty, like not like how you yourself look when you like are hopefully in shape
Right.
and have like whatever like.
But you're saying they make it like an aspirational kind of branding
yeah,
choice.
it's like exactly like where everything's like the right color, everything's framed right, everything.
good workout clothes, not like raggedy shit.
Yeah, and like you look like you take a photo and it's like you didn't. It looks like you didn't work out at all.
Right.
Right. Like I'm fucking rolling in the fucking mud like a little piggy.
Like a fucking pig.
With vomit in my mouth.
That's so-
and just dripping sweat and like wearing like ratty fucking
Right.
t-shirts from like 2002.
What
like,
sneakers are you working out in when you work out?
my
the
free
freeze
run twos. Because I'm not sprinting. It's just kind of like more like lateral movements and
cross
shit.
training.
Yeah, like body weight shit. So I'm wearing the lateral twos. wearing mismatched Nike socks, wearing the pod shorts, but I had to stop doing that because I realized that my balls were showing.
Because you're wearing boxers.
So I'm wearing
You're wearing
boxers.
boxers to work out?
Yeah.
Bro.
And then so I started wearing. So then I wore baggies, but then with the brains in.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh my god, these smell fucking horrible because they had my bare dick on them, bare taint. Yo,
Dick on brains.
I'm out here hunting bear taint.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's not tenable because that means I have to like wash these every fucking.
Okay, so if you're not
time
gonna
I
do the
use
pretty version, we're gonna do like the gross, funny, like
Well, I just thought it's funny. I thought it'd be like funny and like more like funny, To just be,
relatable
like,
or
and
relatable.
relatable and like more real. Not that I care about like realness or authenticity, where it's like take a photo.
No,
of
you
myself
just
where I
care
look
about
like
getting it back from the real.
Well, yeah, bag real too, where I look like fucking shit, and it's just like, yo, I almost puked. Like I almost fucking puked, and like there's gonna be a day where I do fucking puke, and like I'm like, do I film myself puking? But the fact
That
I don't even
seems a bit
think-
extreme.
The fact that I didn't even think about this is like fucking crazy, right? But yeah, I was gonna post another like sweaty, like literally laying on the ground. I had to after this workout. He's like, all right, I gotta bounce to a 9 a.m. workout. Do these like cool downs, and
You just
see you
collapse?
next week. I just fucking lay on the ground for literally 45 minutes.
It's so long.
It's as long as the fucking workout itself.
right. And you're just chilling. You're just in the grass.
I can't move. I'm like nauseous.
You can't even walk like the one fucking block it takes to get back here.
I couldn't bend my left leg
Bro, maybe
after the leg blast.
Maybe you should fucking tell your trainer, Ricky.
Yeah.
Maybe you should tell Ricky you're maybe going too hard.
No, it needs to go harder. So I took a fucking selfie where like, also, when I take these almost puke selfies, I still look okay. I'm
Sure,
still
you're
taking,
making
like,
sure
9 of them.
that your angles are right. Sure.
And I'm like, yo, do I post this? But then fucking Amrit, Amrit, the homie, she said on her thing, she's like, yeah, like I don't like, and I take her word as kind of like indicative, like a bunch of women. She's like, I don't need to see that you're fucking working out, right? Like I don't. Need,
oh yeah.
She's like, when that's like your whole thing, that's your whole fucking personality. Like that's not attractive.
Just show up looking good. Just show
like,
up looking good.
I don't need to see the work that you put in if it's pretty like obvious that you like did the work itself.
Interesting.
Right? So I did not post.
Damn, she got to you. Or I guess it not got to you, but like you're like, okay, I get this.
Yeah, and also it was a shorts teaser day, so I didn't want to have something pre the shorts teaser and like dilute the viewership there.
Gotcha.
So it's kind of a confluence of factors.
So instead of you like broadcasting your new fucking Jimmy's new workout plan on IG, we're just gonna talk about it on the podcast for
this is my basic rights
for 15 minutes.
This is my basic rights. This is all in service to the horny summer of all time, which is ironic that it's such a fucking L.
Yeah, and is that our fault? That's the question. That's $1 million question. Is this our fault for hyping
our
it up?
fault or like each to their own, like your individual fault for everyone thinking.
First part, well, we'll get to that, but is it our fault, you and I, from hyping this up, from fucking planting the flag in the ground, fucking busting from the rafters, and then here we are.
Just nutting on every rooftop.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's like the TikTok trend. It's like at first I said horny summer of all time as a joke, but now I don't think it's a joke anymore.
Right. Except it's not even real.
I mean, so this article came out that like did a research or a poll of like dating apps, right? And it kind of indicated that people this summer, post-vaccination,
Users of the apps,
or hot vac summer, users of the apps, they were looking more for deeper, intimate, long-term connections than just like hit
Sucking
it and
and
quit it,
fucking.
sucking and fucking mashing meat type shit.
I wonder if that implies, okay, that's interesting, and I kind of get that, and I wonder if that implies that more people were sucking and fucking in quarantine, in COVID, when it was dangerous because it was just like, the world is going to end, so let me fucking get my rocks off.
That's my theory. Is like, yo, we're all gonna fucking die. Let me get one last nut off.
Right.
Let me. It's also taboo where it's like it's a sneaky link.
Ooh, right, for sure.
Where
That
it's
always
like
makes
you're
everything sexier.
You're not supposed to be linking up, but
Yeah.
like we're gonna fucking link and kink.
Right.
You know.
That's a good one. That's a good title.
Episode title.
And then versus
Versus
now,
now where it's like
we made it out, and it's like I have a new lease on life, and I want to be fulfilled. I want my heart, not just my pussy, to be full.
Yes.
I regret that immediately after I said it.
Lawrence Schloss Mussy.
Schlossman is German for the pussy.
Das Pussy.
Das.
Das Juicy Pussy. No, but I think also people went a year and a half without like any meaningful connection, or it was hard to make that. So like now, what you're starved to that. So now that's kind of what that's where I'm at. I'm not like very.
I was gonna say that's my next question. Where is sexy Jimmy at?
Sexy Jimmy is looking for Jimmy wifey. In that, and I don't know if it's an age thing or a post-COVID thing. And I feel like I'm talking a lot, and I apologize, but like,
No, go off. Who are you apologizing to? Larry Rant mode?
Yeah,
Or the users,
fans of Turbo
the
Larry.
listeners, the clones.
Where I don't know if it's an age thing or a maturity thing or a COVID thing, but I do think that like, sure, like you can fucking get sucked off by any fucking sailor in the port, right?
You could join the Navy, get sucked off by any sailor.
Yeah. Any port in a storm, any port in a horny storm.
Any port in a storm for sure. Wait, so you've been not hooking up? I also am asking questions I know all the answers to.
Yeah, but I've not been.
Can we talk about you playing on rookie mode?
Sure.
Why don't you explain what I mean?
I think I think the truth of a lot of people is that they're going back to the familiar, to the known,
Sure,
to the people that they've already maybe forged a connection with, physical and spiritual.
That's a good way to put it.
Because it's like, yo, like I don't know. Think about the fucking year and a half that we just had. It is like very terrifying and scary, and it is like great to actually reach out and like touch somebody that you know.
Reach out and touch tits.
And how? Oh my god, what song is that?
Depeche Mode.
Yeah. Anyway, so yes,
do you feel we owe the audience an apology?
No, because I think it
was hubris.
It became bigger than us.
It became bigger than us.
Yeah, Hot Vac Summer became bigger than us. I think like if you are out here now seeking deeper connection, you know what? Yo, it's like that show Too Hot to Handle. You thought you're here to fuck. Guess what? You're here to actually forge a deeper emotional.
Is that a message that you want to leave with like? You know, all these fucking young men out here buying pod shorts to like be sexier to seem more eligible. Like, is the message slow your roll a bit? Take it easy?
No, not necessarily, because like I wouldn't know that I wanted this unless I had like lived the opposite lifestyle, you know?
For many years.
For many years.
How much of this is about you being like fucking, like you said, like you're on a dating app and it's like, oh, age 35.
Well, everyone's like, yo, how does it feel to be 35? And it doesn't fucking hit me, at least for me, it doesn't hit me until I'm on like one of the dating apps. It's like, James, 35. And I'm like, whoa, that is pretty old.
That's up there. It doesn't hit me till I'm at a party and I'm the oldest guy there.
So catch me not out here fucking documenting the party life, but trying to be a cute boy on IG. Shout out.
Suck me if you can. Good luck.
You know, foliage, food, fucking vibes, travel, whatever the fuck.
And I will say that I think, and we're at an interesting point now where recently, like we've been going out a lot. We've been arguably going too hard, but when we are going out, and this is obviously coming from the married one, but like. It's not like, oh, there's Jimmy, like, macking it in the corner, like, doing his own thing. It's like, we did the corporate retreat, like, and we're with the boys, and we're chilling with the boys. You and I even, like, went to that party the other night, and, like, we were at multiple venues, and there was a lot of, I would imagine, fucking, you know, eligible bachelorettes. But we were, like, keeping it contained, hanging out with friends, and kind of like doing that thing that you're talking about where it's like, yeah, there's all these options here, and maybe some of those people are very horny for all I know, and I being you in this case. But I'm here to fucking make meaningful connections with the people in my life that I care about.
That's what it is, right? Is that this is not the horny summer of all time. This is the summer of the homies. This is the,
wow.
This is the homiest summer of all time.
Yo, quick pivot in the 25th hour rebrand.
The homiest summer of all time. Where it is like, yo,
the homiest summer.
when you're going out
the homeliest
with your precious time, and now you know that time is precious and that it could be fucking taken away from you. Like you really are. Like and that's true of the summer also, is that like every weekend is just like a thing with like the homies, and you're excited to see the people that you haven't seen in a very long time, or you haven't seen enough of in a very long time. You know, case in point, the fucking corporate retreat. This was like, except for like the Throwing Fits barbecue.
Yeah,
this was probably and like maybe another thing here or there. This is probably the thing I was looking forward to the most.
Yeah, for sure.
All summer, trying to schedule it for a minute. Shout out Oliver at Bernie's, the best mozzarella sticks in the galaxy.
100%.
Love seeing all the boys.
in the universe.
Yeah, love seeing all the boys.
It was a fun time, and it was one of those things where like that night was like it was almost like a tale of two nights. Where like we go out to dinner and it's great, and then like at the witching hour, it ends up getting away from us.
It was you, Dunk, and Chuck on one end, and then it was and Jay was kind of bouncing between both halves, and there's me, Kells, Rylan, and Chef on the other side, and Jay was kind of bouncing between both. Actually, Jay was more kind of like hang with you guys on that side, but it was a very nice split.
Yeah, but I'm
Me,
saying
Rylan, and Kells and Chef, we talked about the weirdest places we'd ever jerked off.
What? That's what you were doing, like a fucking that one of those.
It was like being at camp.
It was more shop talk on our side. Yeah, you guys were at summer camp. It was more shop talk on our side. What I just mean is that like the tale of two nights where it's like things started like very wholesome and fun, and then ended with me at, and someone could go back and check this in the cord at like 4:30 in the morning, being like, "Who up?" Oh, no. It's like, yeah, it was quite a night. Definitely one of those nights that like when you're a bit older, like you and I, like you feel that for a while. But honestly, you do something like that. And it was, like you were saying, it was such a thing to look forward to because, it's so hard to wrangle 8 people's schedules, you know? The hateful/grateful 8, like, it's tough to fucking pin down everyone and, like, get everyone to fucking confirm so that we can, like, hit up the plug.
Chef canceled the concert he was going to. Or did he cancel the plans?
He did cancel his plans after. But now I'm already thinking about, like, the next one.
Really? What are you thinking?
I don't know, dude. It's like, well, dude, we only do... I don't know if people like really know about the corporate retreats, but as the crew has expanded, because in the past, right, we have gone to a Knicks game,
Dave & Buster's.
Well, so my thing is like I think Dave & Buster's is the fucking should be the next.
We can all get dealt.
Just 100%, dude.
We can all get dealt. No, I mean, let's tap the brakes on the corporate retreat because you and I have been going a little too fucking hard.
Yeah. And there were some interesting narratives that night, like the Gromps trying to unionize. I heard rumors of a Rylan and Rob Kelly fucking pilot of a podcast that they want to do.
Us just handing out money.
Oh, yeah, there was. Yeah. Oh, also, the best part of the night was the bill came, and it was only like, I think it was like $600 or whatever.
After tip, yeah.
And we're like, this is not enough. We're like,
I took a photo of their seat only because it was like 1 bud, 2 bud, 8 bud, 7 bud, 6 bud.
For me, the bare minimum for a corporate retreat, whether it's fucking at Bernie's, whether it's at fucking MSG, whether it's at fucking Carbone or Dave & Buster's, the fucking floor, the fucking basement needs to be a G. That's what it needs to be for it to be a corporate treat.
We got hooked up. That's what the issue was. We got a lot of shit comped.
The curse of influence.
And it was a fucking hair of the dog kind of on our Friday night where, again, you were like, are you scared to party now? So we were at a...
No, I'm not scared to party. I was born to party. I'm not scared.
You're born partying and you'll die partying.
There's a part... I guess I'm just too self-conscious.
All right, we were at the Drunken Canal issue release, right? It was Gooch week. It was Dime Square week. Gooch was like, come to our fucking party. It was at Dr. Clark. We got the fucking VIP treatment at the door. We're like, they hadn't shut down the restaurant yet, but there's a fucking line. Gooch sent Claire.
Mm-hmm.
Claire was like, yo, these 3 guys, Gooch sent me to like get you in.
Mm-hmm.
Come on in.
Yeah.
It was your first time. Previously, you met me and Dick Sucking Ron at a bar because this shit started at like midnight.
Was that, where to go, Bar Belly?
Yeah.
Oh, that place was fucking cracking.
Yeah.
Interesting crowd.
Yeah. You might have said because it was Dime Square Jason and
it's more like it felt more like Bridge and Tunnel.
Couldn't get a table at Clando's.
Yeah.
It was your first time ever in Dime Square. How was it?
Well, so that's the thing. I'm not like, it's not that I'm scared to party. I just like, I don't know, dude. I guess I'm
You're too self-conscious, which is crazy.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
Because I have no self-awareness.
No, you have no shame, no dignity.
Yeah, it's I guess like, I don't know, dude. Because of us quitting our jobs and because of then fucking coronavirus and quarantine, I forgot that my whole life used to be schmoozing and networking. So it's not that I don't know how to do it anymore. Now I'm just like, wait, is that what I'm supposed to be doing now? Or are we like past that? Like, I don't want to.
Not at weekend night events. Maybe at like a fucking brand event, right? If like the fuck, like if you had gone to like the Stofa, if we had, we couldn't go to that because
those are the boys. I'm not networking with the homies, but
but I'm saying like we couldn't go to that because we were potting because of Kanye.
Yeah, we were podcasting.
Yay, man.
That was a break, especially after seeing what happened. I guess my thing is that like, and it was funny because it was me, you, and Dick Sucking Ron. Dick Sucking Ron, by the way, was holding court. It was like
that's what he does.
Fucking a billion co-eds, just killing it.
Yeah.
Not like to get laid. Obviously, he's about to be a father, happily married, but just more like entertaining and like asking. This is like so basic, but just like asking people questions about themselves, and then like
listening.
And then you were kind of like schmoozing, and obviously you and Goots are pretty close, so like you're hanging. But like I was like, what am I supposed to like be like? What's up? I'm fucking Larry.
No, bro, what I do-
I
okay,
don't know
what-
what to do, dude.
What you?
It's kind of social stupidity.
It's kind so. This is you. This is yo. Oh my god. This is the first time that you have experienced like third player GTA mode, right? The fucking bird's eye mode, where
Oh,
like
it's
you're
the
looking at yourself at the party. You're having an out of body experience. You're not in first body
wasn't great.
shooter mode where I'm fucking like. Are you trying to network and like meet people? Yes, you are in some sort of like professional capacity, but like no one there's fucking there to like meet the
Right.
front
No one
fits
gives a
guys.
shit. No one cares.
No
And
one's there to be
that's
like,
what I got to remember.
Yo,
sometimes.
like check my fucking SoundCloud.
And it's mainly because also I want to be clear because I'm sure people will be like, fucking Larry's fucking lost his fastball. No, it's also because like I truly believe that we were the oldest people there, which I'm not like proud of.
No,
and
there's
also I don't think and
there's-
does any
the
does
owner,
anyone even
the owner of the restaurant was there.
Yeah.
He was old as shit.
And also, one, does anyone care about that? And two, I only had like one embarrassing moment where I saw a mutual from online. I'm not gonna fucking fucking put her on blast or anything. But I was leaving the bathroom. She was going in, and I was like, "Oh, hey!" And I said her name, and she looks at me, and I repeated. I was like, "Hey!" And she's like, "Do I know you?
Yikes.
Did I forget you from somewhere?" And I'm like, "Oh, damn."
That's fine though.
And then I'm like, I'm Larry from Throwing Fits. Then I was like, just why don't you use
Go
the
piss,
bathroom
go
and
piss, go
see what
piss.
you got? And then I'm like, I'm never talking to this girl ever again.
you bolted over to me at the bar where I was trying
Yeah.
to order like 9 Sapporos.
But that is the move.
And you're like, yo, something just happened. And then like, yeah, it's kind of wild that like we flip kind of like personalities a little bit where I'm not giving a fuck and I'm screaming. I just met the fucking Western hydroponic
Western
guy
hydrodynamic read. G went Jake.
who's Hawaiian.
He used to work at Grail's.
who's Hawaiian,
Jake
and I'm
Booth.
just screaming,
Shout out Jake.
"Chee-hoo!"
Yeah, that's and
And
I'm
then from,
even
like,
telling you.
across the bar-
I was telling you like, yo, okay, relax. Rein it
like,
in,
yo, you're
bro.
being racist.
yeah, right. Stop culturally appropriating this fucking man's.
You're being islandist.
yeah.
Yeah. So I guess like if you and I are gonna go out to party or like any party, it doesn't like who cares? Like it doesn't matter. Like if you're the oldest, it doesn't matter.
I'm over. I don't know why I was overthinking it that night.
Being the podcast host guy is a fucking weird look. Like that's kind of yo. Maybe you were the weird guy actually.
It's possible, and I would say that like normally, like I'm a fucking fucking
pro?
preach. I'm a pretty fucking chill dude. I'm a pro at partying. It's what I do. I never apologize for it.
Choo.
I don't know if it was like that specific fucking crowd, that specific fucking situation, breaking our pact to not do drugs. I don't know what exactly it was that contributed to that, but listen, guys, you listen at home and you go, Jimmy and Larry, they're so fucking cool. I want their lives, man. These guys have it all figured out, and you know what? We don't necessarily do.
Yeah.
We are truly men of the people in that we are just regular
We did
Joes.
Teenage Dirtbag.
Yes,
on karaoke.
We did karaoke Teenage Dirtbag. And by the way, I remember being like, it was in the queue, and I was like, someone was doing Mr. Brightside before us. I'm like, yo, we can't follow up Mr. Brightside. I'm like, there's no way, this is a disaster. So we had to bump that down in the queue. Yeah, I probably regret that. That was
No, that was
stupid.
fun. Bro,
was
that
it fun?
fine? Yeah, and people were into it. People were singing
Maybe I'm
along.
just being too hard on myself and you by extension. And
Don't be hard on me. I'm fucking.
you're like, I'm good.
I'm having the homiest summer of all time.
I'm having a great fucking time. But I was even like, and this is embarrassing too to say, but like, I've mentioned like my very cool neighbor. We'll leave it at that. Who is there? Who lives in my building? And I was like, yo, should I like say what up and be like, what up, neighbor? Like, and he's like, and you're like, no, please don't do that.
Somebody was like-
or I think you and Dick Sucking Ron were like, no, yeah, you should do that. You
No,
should
just
do it.
like go say what up. Like why it shouldn't be a thing. Somebody we'd seen a homie at Bar Bell or your homie at Bar Belly or Belly Bar or whatever, and he was like waiting outside on the line, and someone came up to you was like, yo, Lawrence, your friend's outside. Can you get him in? And I was like,
No, it was his friend. Yeah,
But
yeah.
I like ushered you away. I was like, that's not your fucking job, bro.
Yeah.
Like, let's go get. Our job is to like go get a
It
million.
was his
Sapporos.
buddy who I had met when I said what up to my buddy and Hans. Shout out Hans from Watchbox, and he was like, "Yo, go! Can you get him? Can you get him?" I'm like, "No, dude."
You're like, sure. And I was like, no,
No,
Lawrence, that's not
I
your job.
knew. Also, that was like, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna literally walk outside to get this guy, and then I'm not gonna be able to get in, and then it's gonna be a dub for me, so it's not worth it. And
Oh,
then he
wait.
got in later, so it was fine.
Oh wait, Lawrence, look, it's the consequences
Of my actions.
of my actions. They're coming.
Great visual bit for all the fucking $10 patrons.
Today, 5 days later, no, 6 days after the party,
Yeah.
I get a little fucking ping on my phone. That phone right there. And it's from this app that I totally forgot that I downloaded at the fucking beginning of the pandemic, which is the New York State COVID tracking app.
Oh, the tracker app. Yeah. I don't
Did you
have
do this?
that. No, I don't.
Yeah, didn't expect you to.
Welcome.
This would have been something that would have been great if universally adopted. It would have really worked out. But
good for the barbecue, probably. Which I don't think anyone. I hope. By the way, I hope no one caught COVID from the barbecue.
I mean, I was definitely within 6 feet of everyone there, or everyone that had the New York COVID tracking app, and did not get a ping. I got a ping today midday, saying that on July 30th, Saturday, you were within 6 feet, close proximity of someone that has since tested positive for COVID.
Which is the whole point of the app, to let you know, give you a heads up.
Which was fucking, bro, like, it was you
called me a bit. Well, you texted me and I didn't respond, and then you called me and you were like a little like, yo, bro, did you see my text? And I was like, okay, fucking relax.
Because it was like 2 o'clock and you were like on your way over. So I wanted to catch you before you came over. So I got rapid tested. I got PCR tested. Had a little COVID scared negative on the rapid. Maybe the PCR is going to turn out
I hope
positive.
not.
I mean,
we're obviously within.
I guess it was just kind of like a little... we were sharing mics with 1,000 people.
The best thing about this too, and I don't want to give like too much information or throw anyone under the bus, I guess, even though it really doesn't matter. But like, it said you were in contact with someone on Saturday, but I know for a fact you didn't do shit on Saturday because you were too hungover. So this was someone who was at the party after fucking midnight.
That's what I assumed, and I was like, "Yo, like, can they show me a location?" Right? So if there's like a pin on a map, which I guess is like HIPAA, I don't fucking know.
You can't
Ask
do
Cam
that.
Newton.
I don't think, right?
Where it's like, I don't know, just location of like where you might have like run into this person. Was it like one of the 3 seamless caviar delivery guys that I had come to my crib on Saturday? Because yes, I did not leave the house.
You're in bad shape?
I had thought that at 3 a.m. I was like talking to like a homeless guy. I like gave him money. He was like,
that was I remember that. That was like a whole thing right before we left.
Yeah,
but
I thought that I was okay. I was like coherently kind of waiting for.
Oh, you didn't black out. You remember all this? Is what you're saying.
So I was like, yo, I guess I'm good. And then slept till like 11 the next day. Got a full 8 hours of sleep, 30. And then I fucking feel guilty when this is another like age thing when I'm like I'm 35 and I'm getting out of bed at 11 a.m. Like,
because you're like hungover and you're like gonna just eat. But isn't that like so many people? Isn't the problem with like millennials? It's like everyone is just like, I'm seamlessing and like Netflixing all day, and it's like that's why you're depressed because you have like that can't be your life. Which is not to hate because
my life on Saturday.
By the way, like I do that a lot too. I guess for me, like
it's
different for when you live alone and you're single. I guess.
Let me ask you this: what's your Tuesday look like?
Tuesday?
Yeah. What did you do this past Tuesday? We had lunch. We went
well,
home.
yeah, that was we had a meeting, so that doesn't really count. No, I'll wake up, work out, maybe have the commitment. We had the commitment. Do the commitment. Go home. Watch a movie / nap. Make dinner for my wife.
Wait.
We watch maybe a show. She goes to bed, and then I'll stay up just like drinking by myself, maybe getting fucked up, and then watching another movie. Then we do it all again the next day.
You're putting in 2 movies a day,
but that's at minimum. If I'm
all right, all right. That's a Tuesday. What is a Saturday? Let's say hungover. No plans. Don't go to brunch.
After that party, we had a whole day planned at my parents' house with some friends.
But what's a Saturday? So like when I have a Saturday.
No.
Sunday,
my lazy day is Sunday. Saturday, Jenna and I always have plans, and even if that's just like going out and like having brunch, which I know whatever brunch, fuck brunch, whatever. But brunch or like just like fucking some maybe if we socialize on Saturday during the day. It's Sunday for me is the day where I don't do anything.
When I have one of these days where I can't get out of bed before like 11, I'm fucking getting every meal delivered to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like watching shitty TV, shitty movies. I can't do the simplest thing, the simplest fucking task.
No task.
Like rearrange fold this blanket. Like,
no,
I can't do that.
Can't do it.
I feel like an absolute fucking piece of shit, like worthless. I feel like a worm. When you have these days, like
you're on worm mode. Yeah. That's a good title. Worm mode. So when you go worm
mode, when you go worm mode, like how do you feel when it's unintentional, right? Because there's definitely days where I'm just like, yo, this is a day where I'm like fucking nothing.
If Jenna is out of the house running errands or like she has like the times few and far between that she has to go to the office these days, or if she was like out of town, that's when I really go crazy worm mode. So I kind of like save it up because it's hard for me to be that lazy when I have another person who is like, hey, you gotta do this today. You gotta do this. You gotta help me with this. Like you gotta handle this. You gotta walk the dog. We gotta go grocery shopping. So as much as like I might
your master.
Yeah, well, sure, 100. My boss, my manager, it's my boss. Yeah, 100%. So I guess like this idea of being completely worthless, it is like saved up, and then I'm gonna go Super Saiyan when I have the opportunity. But honestly, I would never feel guilty about that. I actually really do enjoy it, probably too much, which probably again says more, which says a lot about us. The fact that like I'm the lazy one,
like a pig in shit,
And
like a
you're
worm, like a worm in shit.
and you're the type A self starter who
No,
fucking
'cause
does all the work, and I'm a fucking piece of shit worm.
Yeah.
Slithering around in a bunch of fucking General Tso's chicken.
But the problem is I'm not a good self-starter or like type A. Like I'm not that. So like the fact that I'm the default fucking self-starter, like doing all the work that's detrimental to our fucking podcast, to our business, that I got to be that guy.
You know what? Final point. Hey, it had to be you, dog.
Yo, all I'm asking is make a meme. Between the 2 or 3 movies that you made.
I sent one through.
What was it?
I stole it from Gallagher. Yeah, it was.
Oh, the John one? Yeah, that wasn't good. Also, so we could fucking just flip the Vans with some pod shorts.
Yeah, sure. Also that. Okay, this has been Throwing Fists, the only podcast that matters. We are the old guys that talk about partying too much. But you don't want our lives.
We will party, but we'll also wake up and do a fucking blast.
And,
Come to my guy next week.
Yeah, probably should. I will. Wednesday.
Yeah, 8 a.m.
Also, honestly,
we can do it at Fort Greene Park.
At the end of the day, I'm not trying to like go to cool. Well, I am trying to go to cool Dime Square parties, but I want to party with the fucking best friends, dude. I want to do another barbecue, bro. I want to do another corporate treat. That's what I want. It's the homiest summer of all time. That's what I care about.
One of the best compliments.
Fuck bitches, get homies.
One of the best compliments, and this will be my last point, and then you can make a fucking last point, and then we'll go back and forth on who gets the last word, which is what we do. Cool. One of the best compliments that Ash with the Big Hog gave me was he was describing to a ex of mine kind of like the difference between me and like your other like typical like clout chaser, right?
You were about to say influencer?
Yeah, but with scare quotes. He was like, look, somebody in James' position could be out here fucking going to like cool guy parties all the time, going to like hanging out with like people with like, blue checks and like 60,000 followers, 100,000 followers, 30,000 followers, 15,000 followers, whatever.
So me.
You're at 52.
52.6 as of today.
How are you going to feel when Throwing Fits surpasses you?
Oh, I will love
Is that why you don't make memes?
No.
You fucking
No.
selfish fuck.
You cunt.
You worm.
you sick and twisted cunt.
You're just a worm
No,
cunt.
anyway, what was the point? I'm really excited for that because that's...
And he was like, what
show.
keeps James grounded and what is a testament to his kind of like actual real personness, and that he hasn't gotten fucking, the clout wool pulled over his eyes, is that he would rather go to the Commodore with his friends that are like barely on social media.
Oh, Asher was talking about himself.
Yeah, and like our friend group versus like Dick Sucking Ron, like all the homies.
James would rather kick it with his fucking sordid band of fucking losers.
That's not what I said.
Than hang out with a bunch of cool motherfuckers,
hot winners
like me.
No,
hot
not
winners.
you, not you. Like go to like I would like if there's some. That was his point, is that he would rather, like, if given the choice, all other things being equal, he would much rather go hang out with friends that like don't give a fuck about Johns or clout or whatever than like some hot, girl that like is having like an influencer party with all her influencer friends.
Dumb bitch.
And maybe that's a fucking fuck up on my part.
Well, I'm not going to argue that.
Loud.
I will say that Asher is someone that I've gotten to know him.
Asher with the big hog.
He has a big hog and
Yes,
he has a big heart, and I think
he's actually enlarged. He's on medication for that.
Last time I saw him, we had like one of our patented heart to hearts. We're talking about a lot of stuff, and we'll say he's a very insightful, sensitive, kind young man. And I will say that if that is his fucking
verdict,
if that is his verdict on you, well, he is in the law, the field of law.
No, he's in the arts now.
Oh, right. Well, still a fucking lawyer, right?
I think you can still practice. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Pass the bar. Anyway, my point is that
barred up.
If that is his verdict on you, then that is fucking judgment delivered sufficiently.
Chef, you've had thought it was a drought playing for the last like 45 seconds because it's the longest intro of all time. Make that future drop right now.